Say what you want about O.J. Simpson, but he really got that out of his system, right?
Yeah.
What would jail even be doing for him? He already learned his lesson.
Yeah.
There are many topics and concepts we are all familiar with, but aren't exactly sure how they work. Each week, Alan Fitzgerald and I choose a topic and try our best to explain it. This is Explaining Things.
Welcome back to another episode of Explaining Things. As always, I'm your host, Jonathan Tilson, with my co-host, Alan Fitzgerald.
Alan.
How would you survive on the lam?
From police?
From anyone.
I've thought about this.
Yeah?
I think the best way to go is to find yourself somewhere where you can be for a month.
A month.
Yeah, dude.
Let shit calm down.
Let shit calm down, and then you get in the trunk of a car and you just fucking get out of there. Just to be extra safe.
Episode over. Well, what kind of place are we talking? Like
a basement apartment?
But if you're doing that, you need a friend who will not say a word to another soul. Or you're breaking into a place, and obviously, if someone does live there, they're going to turn you in.
You need a friend that also the police don't know is your friend.
And those are tough to come by.
Those are tough to come by.
Yeah.
But yeah, you give someone a cut. Like, hey, just shop for me for 30 days.
Okay, so in this scenario, you robbed a bank or something?
Yes.
All right, you have money, you have something to trade. Mm-hmm. What if you kill a guy? You've got nothing to trade.
Oh, if you kill a guy, you gotta hope you can find a vacation house or something that people aren't gonna be in.
Yeah.
Fucking break into that and just fucking, see what you can fucking do.
I feel like if you, get a fucking bus ticket with a fake name or something, and all of a sudden it just goes straight up to, rural New Hampshire. Now, facial recognition chip makes all of this much less fun.
How big is that, though?
I think it's becoming bigger and bigger.
Yeah, probably.
I think they can identify you pretty easily if your face is, in the system.
Oh, COVID mask, big sunglasses.
COVID mask.
Big beard.
Yeah.
Walk with a cane, too.
No, well, you have a huge advantage for On the Lam, because Richard Kimball of The Fugitive taught us this. You have the ability to shave your face and become a completely different person.
I do.
I just, what do I do? Shave my
No,
fucking
that's
head?
not him. Our criminal has a good jaw.
Yeah, exactly. I put on a fake nose and dye my hair black.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Johnny McInnocent.
Yeah, I think disappearing for a while, if you can hold tight, that's a good way to go. I think they're looking for someone to get the fuck out of town. If you found a place, even if it was 4 miles from where it happened.
And you can just lay low, that's the best.
And you can just not touch anything.
And then you get on a trunk, you get in the trunk, and someone drives you. Once you get out of state or something like that, bang, you can hop right in the front seat.
But they're going to report a stolen car at that point.
Well, that's why you don't make it a stolen car. You have your friend drive you.
Oh, well, you need a friend for this, though.
I'm going to assume you have a friend.
Well, you do have a friend, but there's a big difference between a friend where you murder someone and they don't turn you in and another friend. Because...
Well, so murder is different from, look, if you robbed from a bank, all right, if I found out you robbed from a bank,
yeah.
I'd be like, that's pretty cool.
You'd be like, I'm going to turn you in unless you give me money.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'd say, John, you get in my trunk. You throw me, 10%. I get you out of here.
I'd be like, John, I always thought you were a pussy. I have a new respect for you.
Pop you out of the trunk. We're in the desert. You're like, oh no.
I'll kill everyone you love.
Let's not do murdering, all right? Because then we're putting ourselves in a headspace. Okay, what if we killed someone?
Well, I feel like that's when you're really on the fucking lam, though. Because I think that's when all resources are looking for you. A bank robbery,
you're
I
right.
think you are too, but I think if you fucking kill someone, then all of a sudden it's it's like Grand Theft Auto when fucking they're putting spike strips across this guy is armed and dangerous.
Yeah, okay. We've seen very few people get past that.
Very few.
So let's do this, right?
Well,
let's say, for instance, you didn't really have time to plan it. Something went wrong at the bank robbery.
Yeah.
So you didn't have time to fucking put aside resources and chill for a place.
So this is
You're just out there.
Yeah.
And people are looking for you.
Yeah,
Someone died. Someone shot a teller. You had a wild card in your group.
It's going to look like you did it.
Yes.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, you can't just turn him in.
Yeah. You look for the quickest fucking...
You need a place to settle down. You need a place to chill.
Yeah, but you got to get there.
You have to get there first.
So you can't drive your car to the place, or they'll see the car outside and know you're there.
So you have to steal a car.
Wherever the car is, that's going to lead them closer wherever you choose to stay.
Also, vacation homes, dude. Like, you have to disarm like home security systems and shit.
I'm doing a bicycle.
If you can break into somewhere and hide somewhere, that's your only option.
I agree with you. I agree. If there was a way, if there was like a blind old lady and you could just live in her basement for a month. Now, if you knew you were going to kill the person and be on the lam, it would be huge if you stocked up on...
But here's the thing. We don't know. And most of the time, they don't know.
But here's our other issue.
Okay.
If you have a job and you aren't showing up for your job... I mean, they're obviously going to know who the fuck you are at that point.
I mean, no, not anymore. Not today with COVID. What do you get? Like a week? You get a week off?
Yeah, I guess. You got a little time.
All right, so COVID can buy you time. You call into your job, you say, hey, I got COVID. That's weird, Tom, because we just got robbed last night, but okay.
That's awful. I'd come in, but I don't want to infect all of you.
The investigation would become even harder if everyone got COVID. All right, steal a car. You need transportation. You can't be on a bike. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking about, you retard. All right, you need a helmet just to walk around, if that's what you're thinking.
I have an idea.
What's that?
All right, a fucking...
Well, maybe he can rollerblade away, Mike? Is that what you're thinking? Maybe, John, he can get on a skateboard?
We're going old-fashioned. Canoe in a fucking river. Can travel miles...
All right, so...
in a very short amount of time.
All right,
and then all of a sudden...
after you rob the bank, stop off at a Bass Pro Shop. No, dude, you need to steal a car.
You do, but your whole issue is once you have to dump the car not where you're staying.
True.
Because it leads them right to you.
I'm thinking you're at this vacation house, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. But even that wouldn't work because if you're rich enough to have a vacation home, you have alarms in your vacation home.
I mean, I'm willing to go with there are cabins in remote areas that don't have alarms. The issue we have is fucking highway cameras, all this fucking bullshit.
You gotta go back roads.
It's honestly, whenever you see this on the news, you can't help but root for the guy a little. Like, you see this guy in Pennsylvania who was just on the lam for 2 weeks. He fucking broke out of jail. But breaking out of jail, that's some good on the lam.
Yeah.
Because they're looking for you. They're looking hard.
So you're at a cabin or something like that. That's kind of like the dream scenario, though, is you just find an empty house you can chill in.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
I mean, the greatest fucking fantasy, and this is cool even from my position, where it's just like, it's fucking amazing that Whitey Bulger was just successfully on the lam for 19 years.
In Florida, too. He was in the country.
Well, he was in fucking California when he got caught. He got caught at 80. You imagine you're 80, you're just ready for the nursing home.
Yeah, whatever.
And just like, I think they caught him
Oh, please, bring me to a Massachusetts prison where I'll be a legend.
And, of course, he got murdered in prison. Oh, it was a gruesome murder, too.
I bet.
I think they ripped his eyes out and fucking, just beat the absolute shit out of him. But 19 years on the lam with your younger girlfriend, you're 80 years old. I think they found, $500,000 in his broom closet or something. Like, that guy was living.
I would have went outside with a gun, just been like, I'm ready. 80 years old, take me. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
The truth is that I always think this when they find, they're like, 99-year-old former Nazi officer found and convicted. And I'm just like, what's the point? At this point, it's like with Whitey Bulger, it's like, Whitey won.
Yeah, you catch some Nazi in Argentina. They're 93 years old.
They're 93 years old, and they're like, this guy has to go to prison. And I'm like, Hans won, okay? He did the unthinkable, and then he just lived a life after.
Yeah, if you put Jews into that machine or whatever, however they did it, then okay, yeah, I can see it. But if you're just shooting American soldiers... Dude, there's a chance there were probably some Nazis like, yo, this is pretty fucked up, but this is this
they're
is the homeland.
Guaranteed. Any group of people, any group of people has people that are less committed than other people, and they're like, well, I don't want to be a pussy, so all right, we'll go with it.
Look, this is my country, all right.
Yeah.
They say love it or leave it.
I'm going to jail for being a follower. Right? It's not a great quality, I admit.
Look, I think it's kind of weird that we just gas Jews all the time. I mean, sometimes being in a country, it's like being a Jets fan. No one wants to be a Jets fan, but you're born into it.
You're born into it.
You gotta root for those green. They don't even have good uniforms. You gotta root for like.
I know. I mean, I've always thought that. Like, you do have people that are part of awful groups that are not necessarily awful, but they were born into this group, brainwashed, you know, whatever. But like, how many of those Nazis?
There are Jets fans that are engineers.
yeah, imagine that.
Because their dad was a Jets fan. Like, I have to be a Jets fan too.
I guess I do.
Son of a plumber.
But if you took some of those Nazis and you just had them fucking raised in fucking Connecticut, like in 2023,
they'd be even worse. Connecticcut sucks.
They'd be yuppies.
Fuck you, Connecticut.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Connecticut. And I'll remember that next time I drive to Boston. Because that's the only time I spend any time in your shit state.
You love Connecticut.
Is when I drive
You love Connecticut.
to Providence or Boston.
You love Connecticut.
Providence is kind of a joke too, but it's at least fun.
Providence is a joke.
Providence is sort of a silly city though. Like, they're the only place that still has the mafia.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you still have the mafia?
Fuck yeah.
This is a 1980s problem everywhere else.
I like that. I want the mob to rise again. I want someone watching the police. You ever see like two guys that are in a I don't know, you're in Subway or you're at the gas station, two guys come in and they're kind of like burly, little heavy set, hair kind of slicked back, and you're like, are these professional criminals? He's got dress shoes on with a bomber jacket.
Someone took a baseball bat to the copy machine.
Exactly.
Because it wasn't listening to him. I'm just gonna let you guess who did it. Okay, I'm not gonna say who did it. Vincenzo? Yes, of course it's fucking Vincenzo.
Of course it's Vincenzo. He just hits, and he hits and he hits, and he thinks that fixes it. Like, Vincenzo, copy machine's not your wife. All right, so you shave your beard.
I shaved my beard.
You hide out somewhere. We don't know how the fuck you get to where you hide out, but you hide out. And at that point, wait 30 days, come out of your hole.
Don't pretend to be black either. Don't do it.
No.
Because then when you get caught, not only are you going to jail, but BuzzFeed's going to be all over your fucking ass.
You'll be canceled. Yeah, which is worse than jail.
Which is worse than jail.
I don't know if we told you anything you can use, criminals out there, but that's our best guess.
Yeah.
At how you survive.
This was very unorganized. We were stumped by this.
Watch The Fugitive.
Here's the thing: if professionals can't do it, professional criminals can't do it.
If professional explainers can't do it,
no. But seriously, it almost never works out.
It never works out.
They always get caught.
Watch The Fugitive. Watch. There are other movies like this.
Yeah, The Fugitive's a good one though.
U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshals. That's a piece of shit.
Bite your tongue.
That's a bad movie.
But yeah.
Time Cop is better than fucking U.S. Marshals.
We're going off the rails. All right. Anyway, watch The Fugitive. That's our answer. Bye, guys.